In this video, we're going to talk about what the storyline of Spider-Man Brand New Day could be, based on leaks and rumors. So, spoiler warning. So the story will begin with the escape of many Spider-Man villains like Scorpion, Tombstone, and Rhino from the prison. And when Peter hears this on his phone, he will immediately go to catch them. Now Bruce Banner is also in New York City, who had come to meet the new Avengers team at Avengers Tower. But all the new Avengers are gone on a mission except Yelena and Bob. Then Bruce will ask her, why didn't he go with them? I heard he is the most powerful among all of you. Then she will say, he has the same problem as you have. Then he will say, I can fix that. I can make a device for him as I made for myself. Then they will be talking about Natasha. And Bruce will see on TV that J. Jonah Jameson is saying that Spider-Man is destroying New York City with his Maniacs team. Then Bruce will take off the device that turns him into Bruce Banner and becomes Professor Hulk. And then he will go to help Spider-Man. Now they will catch Rhino and Tombstone, but Scorpion will escape from there. And when they will go to catch him, he will sting Professor Hulk. And then he will start turning into Angry Hulk. And when he will be turning, he will tell Spider-Man to bring the device which is in Avengers Tower, but it's too late. He will be transformed into the Angry Hulk. Now he will start destroying the city, but Spider-Man will save everyone. Now a very intense fight starts between Spider-Man and Hulk, in which Spider-Man will block some of Hulk's punches, but some punches will hit him and he will get injured. And his new suit will also get torn, but still he will keep fighting him. And in the end, Yelena will arrive and give the device to Spider-Man. And then he will attach the device to the Hulk's wrist, which will transform him back into Bruce Banner. And then he will leave from there. Now Scorpion will go to meet his boss, who helped him escape from the prison, who is none other than Norman Osborn. Then Norman tells him to kill Frank Castle, and also bring me Spider-Man's blood. And from that blood, he will make Green Goblin serum. Then Scorpion says, I will definitely kill Spider-Man and bring his blood. And then he will tell Norman to upgrade his suit. Then Norman takes him to his lab, where he has kept the Venom symbiote. And when Scorpion touches the Venom symbiote, the symbiote will merge with him, and then he will leave from there. Now Peter will be in his third year of college, and Ned and MJ will also be in the same college, but he always stays away from them. Since Peter is in his third year, Peter and Harry have already become good friends. Now they will be talking with each other in their class. Then Gwen Stacy, played by Sadie Sink, enters the class and goes directly to Peter and sits right next to him. And then they will talk to each other and will become friends. Now the whole class keeps talking about the fight between Spider-Man and Hulk. Now the next day, Peter will hear on his phone that Scorpion has been seen somewhere in New York City. Then he wears his suit and goes out to catch him. And when he reaches the place, he will see that Scorpion and Punisher are fighting with each other. Then he joins the fight and starts fighting Scorpion. But Punisher keeps firing at them, due to which Spider-Man has to fight both. And he does not let Punisher kill Scorpion. Then he will beat the Scorpion and web him with his web shooters. But Scorpion will succeed in taking a drop of Spider-Man's blood. After fighting Spider-Man, Punisher will say that you are also just like Red. Then Spider-Man asks, who is Red? Then Punisher says he's Daredevil, and leaves from there. Now Spider-Man will hand over Scorpion to the police. But then a piece of the symbiote will get stuck to his suit. Now he will come to his apartment, and he will be so tired that he does not even take off his suit and goes to sleep. And then the whole symbiote comes out of Scorpion's suit and comes to his apartment and sticks to his suit, just like we have seen in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 3. Then he will get his classic black Spider-Man suit. However, he does not wear that suit regularly and mostly wears his red and blue suit, because he will wear that symbiote suit in Avengers Doomsday. Now Spider-Man's blood will eject from Scorpion's suit and go to Norman Osborn, who mixes it in 3 different spiders. And then he will inject the blood of a spider in his hand and will become Green Goblin. He became Green Goblin because he injected a large amount of that spider's blood into his hand. But if he had been bitten by that spider, he would have definitely gotten the powers of Spider-Man. Now Norman needed Spider-Man's power because he had to take revenge, not from Spider-Man, but from Mr. Negative, because he is a threat to his company and has the power to manipulate minds. Now Spider-Man will be swinging in New York City in his red and blue suit, and he sees Daredevil fighting with some goons. Then he starts helping him, and he will ask him, what is the problem with your friend Punisher? Why doesn't he stop firing? Then he will say that he is always like this. And then Spider-Man says, why don't you make him understand? Then he will say that I have already made him understand. He doesn't listen to anyone. Now they will defeat all the goons. And Spider-Man will ask him, who are they? Then he will say that they are some kind of new gang in New York City. And then they will say to each other, we'll meet again, and go their separate ways. Now Green Goblin will go to fight Mr. Negative. And at that time, Peter will be with Harry and Gwen in his college and see the news on TV that Green Goblin and Mr. Negative are fighting in New York City and people are in danger. Then he will immediately leave from there and swing to the place where they are fighting and start stopping them. After fighting for some time with Spider-Man, Green Goblin goes away from there saying we will meet again. Spider-Man and Mr. Negative also go away. Now Spider-Man knows that Norman Osborn is the Green Goblin because he has met him in No Way Home, and he also knows how dangerous he is. Now he will again try to make a serum to cure Green Goblin in his college lab, but he won't succeed in making the serum because he needs a more advanced lab. Then he will say to Harry that Gwen and I have been working on a project. Can we complete it in your dad's lab? Then Harry will introduce him to his dad and tells him that he is my best friend Peter. He takes pictures of Spider-Man and he is very talented. And then he will tell his dad that Peter and Gwen are working on a project. Can he use your lab? Then Norman Osborn will say, this is also something to ask. Now Peter is making the serum in Norman Osborn's lab, and Gwen is touching everything in the lab, and by mistake she will release both of the radioactive spiders, and one of them will bite Gwen, and one will go outside the building to bite Miles Morales. Now Peter will successfully create the serum to cure the Green Goblin, and then they will leave from there. Now at night, Gwen Stacy starts having a fever and will start seeing spiders. Then she will tell Peter about this. Then he will immediately understand that she has been bitten by some radioactive spider. Now Gwen Stacy's hands will also start sticking everywhere. Then Peter will decide to tell her that he is Spider-Man. Now he will tell everything to her, and he will also make a spider suit and web shooters for Gwen. And he will start training her. Now Norman Osborn and Mr. Negative will make a deal and plan to kill Spider-Man because he always keeps interfering with their work. Then Mr. Negative will say we have to wait until he shows up. Then Norman will say that I know how to find him. Now Green Goblin and Mr. Negative's goons will arrive at Peter's college because Goblin knows that Peter is the one who takes Spider-Man's pictures. And he will start throwing his pumpkin bombs in the entire college, due to which all the students of the college will run away. And then Peter and Gwen Stacy will immediately wear their spider suits and go to fight him. Then Goblin will say to Spider-Man, I have been searching for you, Spider-Man, and now you have a sidekick. Then Spider-Man will start fighting with the Goblin, and Spider-Gwen will fight Mr. Negative's goons. And when MJ and Ned see that Spider-Man and Green Goblin are fighting, they will hide there and start recording the fight because both of them are big fans of Spider-Man. After fighting for some time with Green Goblin, Spider-Man will tell Spider-Gwen to get the serum which is in his locker. And then she will go there and bring that serum, and then she will give it to him. And while she will be fighting Green Goblin, he will attach the serum to his web shooter. And now he will again go to fight him. And then he will throw a punch on Goblin's face, and in the second punch, he will inject the serum into his neck with his web shooter. Then Green Goblin will say, you tricked me, Spider-Man, and immediately go away from there on his flying glider. Then Spider-Man will say to Spider-Gwen, we have done great work. Now Mr. Negative will arrive at the college, and he will beat Spider-Man very badly with his energy blasts. And Spider-Man will not be able to counter it, and he will lose against Mr. Negative's power. And then Mr. Negative will say to him, never interfere with my work again, and go away from there. And now Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen will go to the locker room to change their clothes. Then Ned and MJ will also go there to meet them, but when they see that Peter is Spider-Man, then they will remember everything about him and decide not to meet him because they will understand why he always stays away from them. Now after losing the fight with Mr. Negative, Peter will start wearing the symbiote suit, and he will beat Mr. Negative's goons very badly and destroy all of his shipments alone because now he also stays away from Gwen. And when Mr. Negative hears about this, that Spider-Man destroyed all of his shipment, he will say it seems like I have to teach another lesson to Spider-Man. Now when Spider-Man will be destroying another shipment of Mr. Negative, then he will be there and he will ask Spider-Man, did you forget the last lesson I taught you? Then Spider-Man will say, I am not afraid of you. Then an epic battle between Spider-Man and Mr. Negative will begin, just like we have seen in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now we will see the special ability of the symbiote suit, in which it will absorb all energy blasts of Mr. Negative, and both of them will fight with their full potential. And in the end, Spider-Man will defeat Mr. Negative and web him with his web shooters. And then the police will come and arrest him with his shipment. Now Peter will go to his college, and when Ned and MJ see that he is now staying away from Gwen too, then they will decide to tell everything to Gwen about Peter. And they will tell her that he lost his Aunt May, and he also stays away from us because he doesn't want to lose us. You should not leave him alone. Then Gwen will take them to Peter and will say we know everything about you. Now Peter, MJ, Ned, Gwen, and Harry will all be together. And now in the post-credits scene, we will see that the spider that had gone out of the building goes to Miles Morales and bites him.